Okay, today we're going to show two different ways of casting on the loom for a chunky yarn. I've got a level 7 weight yarn that I'm using solely for purposes of showing you how to cast on. Now, I'm going to show two different ways of casting on. We're going to make a slip knot. Now, take the slip knot and you put your finger right there in the slip knot between peg 1 and 2. Slip 2 fingers in. Take those fingers, grab the yarn behind, pull it through the slip knot. Now in that loop, put it between 2 and 3, pinch the yarn, pull it through. Do that for 3 and 4. Pinch the yarn, pull it through. Pinch the yarn, pull it through. Pinch the yarn, pull it through. And when you're on your last peg, whatever peg that is, you take the loop and then you just sit it on the peg. That is the cast on when you want a braided edge. And now we're going to do a basic straight edge cast on. So what we do, we once again make a slip knot, put it on the peg, first peg, and then with your long yarn, not your cut yarn, but with the long, we're going to take the loop up, push the yarn through the loop like that, and then that loop goes on peg 2. And then once again, put 2 fingers through that loop, pull it through, and then put that loop back on. Take the loop, pull the yarn through, put the loop that you had on your fingers to pull the yarn through, put it back on the loop, and then put your new loop on the next. And then you just keep doing that, pull it through, put that loop back on, put the new loop on the next peg, pick up the loop, pull it through, put that loop back on the peg that you got it from, and put it back on, the new loop back on the peg. This is a tighter cast on. You can see how it does. Either way is a great cast on technique. I encourage you to play around and see which one is your favorite. Mine is the first cast on that I did, where you pull it through and you go between the pegs instead of on the pegs, mainly because I really like that thick woven edge. But there are plenty of times, especially like on baby blankets and stuff, that you want a smaller edge, a little tighter edge. And that is the two different cast on methods to make a chunky yarn blanket on a loom.